Happy Monday and greetings from Agile Learning Labs World Headquarters, beautiful downtown San Mateo, California. Today's topic is multitasking. And it's a common thing, right? Comes up in our work all the time. And I want to do a little experiment that I have not rehearsed intentionally. And it's a little variation on an activity I do sometimes in workshops or in my coaching. So what I'm about to do is I'm going to make three lists, the letters A through J, the numbers 1 through 10, and the Roman numerals I through X. We're going to imagine that these are three different objectives that I've been tasked with achieving. Maybe there are three different projects that I'm on. You know, I'm 30% on this project and 50% on this project and 50% on the other project. Wait, that doesn't add up. And just to make it a little more interesting and a little more like real life, I'm going to add in a regular report out cadence. Basically, you know, managers want a status report or something every so often. So every 10 seconds, my cell phone's going to go off and I'm going to give a status report about the progress that's being made on the three projects. I'm going to time the overall time it takes to accomplish all this. So first way I'm going to do it is multitask. I'm going to do a letter here, a number here, a Roman numeral here, and then come back and do a little bit of work on the next one, so on and so forth. So making the list row by row. So let me get ready, get my marker uncapped. Every 10 seconds, I'm going to give you a status report. So let's see how this goes. Let's see, start that. Okay, start my main timer. All right. A1, I, B, 2, I. Oh, so current status, project letters. We've got the first two letters done. We've also got the first two numbers done and the first two Roman numerals done. So we're making really good progress on this. We're about 20% of the way through all the projects. We're gonna get back to work now. Oh, reset, go. All right, C3, D4, Roman numeral 4, E. All right, hey, thanks for checking in, managers. We are now 50% of the way through the letter project, so we're doing really good there. 40% of the way through the other projects, so things are really really going good. Status is totally green. All right, back to work. 5, V, F, 6, V, I, G. Things are going really great. We are, it looks like 70% of the way through the first two projects, only 60% of the way through the third project, but I'm going to get on that project right away as soon as I'm done with the status report. Things are going great. Okay. Let's see, V, I, G, H, 8, V, I think. 80%. 80% on all the projects. Things are going really good. Nothing to see here. Status is green. Being really productive, working hard. H, I, 9, like that. And then J, 10, X. Oh, perfect timing. Hey, we are, stop the main timer. We are 100% of the way through all the projects. So things went really well. We were super productive, just working hard all the time. You know, put in some nights and weekends, but we got it all done. Total time, minute 50 seconds. So just under 2 minutes to get all that work done. So let's see. So I'm just going to record here, 1 minute, 57 seconds. All right, we're going to do it all again. Let's see, get my headings up here, A through J, 1-10, I through X. Now this time we're not going to multitask. This time we are going to just focus all our energy on one project, get that done, move on to the next project, etc. We are still going to be doing the report out of status every 10 seconds. So we'll see how this goes. All right, boom, start. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, 1. Oh, all right. Hey, thanks for coming and checking into our status report. Project 1 is complete. So here we are, 17 seconds in. Project 1 is complete. We're going to start working on Project 2 now. Oops, first we're going to reset that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess I get to get a head start here. It is 40 seconds in, status report time. Hey, we've got Project 1 and 2 done here at our second status report. And things are looking real good. We even have a head start on the third project. So we're gonna get back to work. V, VI. Oh, so we are about 80%, 90% of the way through our final project. We're gonna get back to work. X and X. Hey, we're done. Minute 21. Hey, stakeholders. We got all your projects delivered. Let's see how we did comparing this time to last time. So total time last time, about 2 minutes. Total time this time, about 1 minute 20 seconds. So we did significantly better that way. What's interesting to me is over here, we delivered our last project, I can say about 1 minute 57 seconds, so about 2 minutes into doing the work. When did we finish this one? Oh, probably like 1 minute 56 seconds. And when did we finish this one? Oh, probably like 1 minute 55 seconds. Over here in single task land, first project landed 17 seconds in. Second project was done 40 seconds in. And third project was done 1 minute 21 seconds in. Not surprising to me that maybe that one took a little bit longer. Don't spend as much time thinking about Roman numerals. I don't know about you. So when we multitask, right, we have this context switching cost, and it turns out it's way more significant than most of us think. It's pretty expensive. And so the total amount of time and energy and work that happens is greater for the same output. Or put it another way, in the same amount of time, we can get more done if we're not multitasking. So, okay, great. But I think the bigger win is that we're getting these, by serializing the work, we're getting things a lot sooner. So here we got our first deliverable 17 seconds in versus 1 minute and 55 seconds in. Wow, right? Time to market is money. And that's a huge difference, 17 seconds to 1 minute 55 seconds. Similar for our second project, right? 40 seconds versus 1 minute and 56 seconds. And so there's a huge value in getting these early deliverables sooner. Not only is there value in getting things to market sooner, so we can capture, customer value and market value, but there's also a lot of value in getting things to market early so that we can start to get feedback and do product discovery, right? What if by delivering this list, we find out that, oh, these kinds of lists aren't what our stakeholders or customers really want at all. Wow, we'll discover that, 17 seconds in, maybe a little bit after we ship it. And then we don't even have to do these other things, right? We can spend the rest of the time like doing something that's what they really want, as opposed to investing 2 minutes, delivering all 3 things all at once and then discovering, oh, that's not even what the market wants. So huge value there. So why do we do this? Why is multitasking so prevalent right out there in the work culture? My theory is that part of the reason is that back in the days of waterfall, our stakeholders really didn't have any really great, really reliable ways of getting, a sense of progress. They would, big lump of requirements went into a development group, and maybe 18 months, 2 years, whatever later, something came out the other end. Yeah, it wasn't exactly what we were hoping for. Probably didn't have all the features we were promised, and the ones we got weren't exactly what we were thinking they were going to be, but we got something. And in the intervening time, there really wasn't a lot of meaningful progress. No, I know we had Gantt charts and all that stuff, and we could say we're here, but they had learned, right? Our stakeholders had learned over the years that you really didn't know anything until you were well into the testing phase, right? Because that's where you really find out, like, well, what do we really have and where are we really? And so the only thing that they had to hang on to was, if I'm the stakeholder for the Roman numerals or even the Arabic numerals, if I knew that Chris was 30% on my project and every time I walked by Chris's cube, Chris is working really hard, well, at least I had a sense that, my project must be moving forward because he's 30% on my project, and I guess 30% of the time he's doing some work that's moving my project forward. And that was true. Now that we have Scrum, we have way better ways of giving our stakeholders feedback, right? Every sprint, we have a meaningful sprint review where we can show them finished product backlog items. Our product backlog is publicly visible, and so we can show them the rate at which we're getting through those. And so, if I've got a team who is demonstrating every sprint, they get this much stuff done, and I am the stakeholder for the numbers or even the Roman numerals, I may be willing to have the team not start on my thing yet, right? Let them get those darn letters knocked out because that's the most important stuff. Because I know ultimately I'm going to get my stuff when they say I'm going to get my stuff, right? Because we know the team's velocity. Every week we see them delivering features. So we have much more meaningful feedback at the rate at which progress is going to go. And therefore I can be willing to say, okay, it's a little uncomfortable, but I'm going to be okay not having my important project worked on right now so that this gets done in 17 seconds, and then I'll get my stuff at the 40-second mark, which turns out to be way better than what was going to happen, right, the old way, where I was going to get my stuff about 2 minutes in. So that's multitasking. This little exercise that I do, with or without the every 10-second report outs, this is the first time I tried that little bit, is something you can take back and do, right? So anytime somebody's asking you to like work on this and this, and then they come in and they say, oh, we've got this super important thing, you better start on it right away. Have them sit down and say, you know what, give me 2 minutes. Let's make 3 lists. And then tell me if you really think it's best that we should start on this right away. Or maybe in order to get everything done sooner, we actually should wait. So that's multitasking. As always, if you're looking to get some additional Scrum knowledge, want to get certified, hey, head on over to agilelearninglabs.com, check out our Certified Scrum Master, Certified Scrum Product Owner, or our super snazzy Advanced Certified Scrum Product Owner workshops. Hey, I think we've got one of those coming up next week, and I happen to know we've got some seats available. So check that out. Until next time, thank you.